There were worm cultists? Here?
right, Moons. There you are. Over here.
We came as quickly as we could, Jarith Auntie.
Oh, I am relieved to see you both. I could not say much in my letter, just in case it was intercepted. Izalgo, a cantor from my order, was tending to an exorcism nearby. An escort of Inquisitors accompanied him, but now they are all missing. Izalgo is not the first Twilight cantor to disappear, and the Inquisitor investigations go nowhere. I risk much just talking to you. High Cantor Viti says the Inquisitors have forbidden all contact with you and Zerith Var. Especially Zerith Var. The Enforcers of Faith have a very specific definition of heresy. I am more concerned about Cantors becoming Dromathra than I am about changing minds. Can you ask around about Izalgo? Perhaps someone here in the trading post saw where he went. Meet me behind the temple northwest of the trading post when you finish. Cantor Izalgo is a Cathay Khajiit, with spotted fur and sweet brown eyes. I suppose it seems too much to hope that he just ran off for a tryst with some honey-tongued local. Normally we Cantors are a nomadic and solitary bunch. Easy prey for a Rajashka. We correspond with each other often, trading songs and stories of our travels. But some of the other Cantors have fallen silent. I fear the worst. It is hard to get word to every member of a group as scattered as ours. Besides, we cannot pause in our duties. We exorcise dark spirits, but we cannot cleanse bent souls the way Zerith can. Namira never sleeps. Viti says they are, in their own way. They are intent on attacking the Rajaska, instead of defending those they prey upon. I am sure they would get that done faster if they worked with you and Zerith, but nobody pays attention to my suggestions. Plenty of fieldwork, actually. Not all exorcisms. Tending to those in need, writing songs, singing whatever I wanted, whenever I wished to. Quite the change of pace from what I had been doing before all this. Before that, even, I was Sahida under High Cantor Viti, her protege. We had a falling out. She refuses to see the good in what you and Zerith can do. I am free to wander on my own now. Despite the risks, I plan to make the most of it. Viti is an exceptional mentor, but I could not remain with someone who ignored such an obvious sign from Azura. But she is not an Inquisitor. She may yet come around. I just hope that happens sooner rather than later. Izalgo is a little scatterbrained. I swear he would lose his tail if it were not attached to his arse. And yet he always manages to keep track of that journal of his. Oh, he has the most beautiful voice. I hope you get the chance to hear him sing. Well enough to know that if he has not replied to one of my letters, it means something is wrong. We are more than just fellow Cantors. I sang at his nephew's name day. Oh, I really hope you can find him.
Why must these stallkeepers take theft as a personal slight? Your wares are good. It is a compliment. Twilight Cantor. Yes, there's one walking around. Clever-looking little daggy. Is that who you mean? This one might have seen another one in similar dress not long ago, but the memory is fleeting. Must not have stayed long enough to make an impression.
Yes, yes. This one can't afford to settle with Shanra, so he takes his business elsewhere. Jode's chariot, what a joke. The only one who stopped at this one short-lived sugar stall were thieves! Unless this Twilight Cantor of yours has fingers as light as his song, Inni says so no such singer.
More questions? Those Inquisitors already treated me like a criminal. I will tell you what I told them so I can get back to my nap. The Cantor moved on. I do not know why. There was never a need for an exorcism here, at least as far as I know. Perhaps. I told the Inquisitors this person was asking about an exorcism. When no one knew what he was talking about, the Cantor said he was heading for Gold Folly, the mining settlement just south of here. Now move along, Walker, and let me rest.
Let us make haste to Gold Folly. We still may be able to save Cantor Izalgo. A blessed bounty for potion making. Potency, aspect, or essence? Good find. My Moonclaw. It senses Dromathra nearby. Let us look around. A dead Inquisitor. I shall invite forth his spirit. Perhaps he will be more amenable in death than in life.
What? What has happened to me? That song. That twisting, bending song. The Cantor suspected it was a trap, and he was right. My soul would have bent too, were it not for the mercy of their blades. What is this? Have you drawn me back to torment me? To do your bidding? Rajaska, and not just one. A whole pride led by some ancient evil. They questioned me about the necromancer Zerith, the risen dead that strolled out of Moonmont. He must be in league with those abominations. The Cantor led me to the Rajaska. He kept saying a name over and over again. He led me behind the stables, a door in the ground that leads to darkness and death. Pray that Cantor Izalgo was broken and killed, rather than bent to their ranks.
If only these Inquisitors were as helpful in life as they are in death. Behind the stables, he said. Quickly, Tamit, before Cantor Izalgo bends to the shadow with the other Rajaska. Your claws! Your reliance on this practice of soul gems is troubling. Izalgo's journal. He mentions Ravith Morna. This is troubling. Let us return to Crinzy at the Northwest Temple in Redfur.
Ravith Morna seeks you, zerith.
Spin and weave with Mafala's swiftness. Liquid treasure. astonishing, perhaps.
You can buy in Redfur, or you can buy from me to save some coin.
Material full of potential.
Did you hear? Rajine's mantle was discovered at the
That is
Fallen
the High
Esty Winter
Cantor,
site.
yes. Looking as sour as ever. What is she doing here?
You have returned. Thank Azura.
Tamid, tell her what we found. I need to collect my thoughts.
I was about to come looking for you when High Cantor Viti found me. She demanded to know what I was doing here. Do not worry. I did not mention either of you. This! Well, if it helps, I do not think she will send for the Inquisitors as long as I am with you. She worries about me. She just refuses to see reason where Zerith Var is concerned. But what news do you bring? Did you find Cantor Izalgo? I am sorry about the Inquisitors, but my concern is for Izalgo. Let me see. Oh. Were the other Cantors lured with dreams such as this? We have no defense against such darkness. No song that can cure such a summons. We must stop this Ravith Morna. Zerith knows about the Rajoska. Well, Zerith and perhaps the Inquisitors. I do not need to tell you that they will not help us. If only we could find Ravith Morna, then maybe Zerith could save the Cantors bent by her song. He knows her from his life before? Let us hear it from him then. Zerith, who was this Ravith before the darkness took her?
I hoped we would not have to shed light on that chapter of my past.
Azura sent you back for a reason. Could this not be it?
I will tell you what I know. Before she fell to the bent dance, Ravith Morna was Moon Singer Ravith. In my time, Moon Singers were not so different from Twilight Cantors. My memory of her holds a sorrow I have trouble putting into words. She was the first I ever called Tamid. I would come to call her more than that. In the end, I died trying to stop her. Beshaanzi, my friends. This memory weighs heavy on my heart. To me, that battle, my death, it happened only yesterday. I do not trust my tongue to recount this sad tale. But there is a ritual I could perform. It allows us to walk the path of my memories. But I must perform it in a specific place. Try to keep an open mind. What you and Crinzy see may trouble you. She has been gracious in trusting us where others in her order are wary. If she is willing, I would trust her to see the worst parts of me, as I trust you. Var, let us venture to Jazenji Seer to enact this ritual before I change my mind.
Zerith speaks of Jode's Light, west of Dune and Reaper's March. There is a ritual chamber at the back of the western atrium, for the ritual of Kujijo, yes?
I am glad to hear it is still known in this time. You are welcome to travel with us, Jarithanti.
Oh, I would not miss it. I will gather the components needed for this ritual and meet you there.
Tamit! Pray for mercy! Beef junk! Move quick! The ritual chamber lies to the west, Tamit. I will guard our tails.
Welcome. Kenathi blessed me with swift travels, and I have prepared the chamber. All we need now is the two of you.
Jode's love and Surrender's charity. Thank you, Crinzy. Tamit, you will lead us through my past as we peer into the shadows of memory. Begin by igniting the braziers here. Kneel with me before the altar. Together, we will spin my memories from the moon sugar in the air. stand in the meditation chamber of the Hidden Moon Temple, as it was in my youth. Tamid, you will guide us. Touch the light of memory when you wish to proceed.
You bring me another one. I told you. No more pretty voices that turn tail as soon as we set foot in the darkness.
Never watch your past self if you can avoid it, Tamid.
Ah, I see. The cat who walks only at night thinks everyone else fears the dark. I see why you wish to pass into another Talbira. Do they keep him here because it is the only place in the temple large enough for his big head?
I knew you would make a perfect match. If you do not kill each other, you will be Tamidi in no time.
We will see about that. Let us hear the song of yours then, Ravi.
And that was how I met Moonsinger Ravith. You have now seen how I first met Ravith. It was an inauspicious start. When I was still a young student with much to learn, it was the practice of the Hidden Moon to partner their adepts with Moonsingers. Talbira was mine until she was late in her years. Others were chosen for me, but none lasted. Not until Ravith. Few can bear to walk the path of the Hidden Moon, where we have little comfort aside from faith. Ravith came from nothing, feared nothing. Her faith in Azura filled her with the same fire that filled me. When you are ready, let us move on.
Ha! Look at the size of this place. Is this a training session?
Just so. Years passed, and Ravith and I bonded deeply. With that depth came darkness.
No more practice today, Ravi. Let us rest.
Not yet. One more try. My song will work the more. Raise the construct.
It was not advised for Rithanti and Hadalit, singer and adept, to share such bonds. We did not listen.
As you wish, Ravi. Sing for me.
Grant me the strength to protect you when all others forsake me.
Ravith sang. It contained a rhythm, an undertone we both knew well.
The soul! You destroyed them! They are completely gone! Ravi, what was that song?
I prayed for strength and it just came to me. It was meant to protect you.
We both heard it then. The drums of the bent dance. Azura commands that we love ourselves. We cannot resist who we are, what we feel, but emotions that fill us so completely invite the void to creep in. You just saw the first time Ravith channeled that darkness and opened the door for Namira. Of course, We were so filled with love, with music, that I feared losing her, just as she feared losing me. But while my training armored my soul, it could not save Ravith. Namira coaxed her into the dark, taking her heart one piece at a time. She convinced Ravith that if Azura knew we loved each other more than we loved her, she would never let us be together. I prayed for help, begged, but there was nothing to be done. Azura cannot help those that do not want to be saved. I will show you. And Crinzy. This is the part that may be the most difficult for her to see. And for me. Are you ready?
Starhaven Adeptorium. Dark moons. So many dead.
The work of a voice both great and terrible. Touch the light of memory and you will see.
Ravith. She's fallen to the darkness.
Fallen so far and so quickly. I was helpless to stop it, and I was ill-prepared to see to her end.
Ravith is too powerful. My song weakens. Zerith, you must act now. I am sorry, Zerith. There is no one else. In Azura's name, reclaim your blade and end this.
Do not make me kill you, Ravith. Please!
Our hearts beat as one, Zerith. What will it do to you if you turn your blade upon me? Zerith, you must strike now!
I am sorry. Besha Ansi.
Enough! I cannot stand to see this happen again. I am sorry, Tamit. I cannot continue this ritual. The pain of this memory, it burns like a wound reopened. Please, do not ask me to continue. Ravith gave in to Namira and became the first Rajaska. She stalked the other moon singers at Starhaven Adeptorium, bent them to join her chorus. Any of the hidden moon that opposed her, she slaughtered them. All but moon singer Talbira and me. My former partner was strong. With Azura's aid, she created a song to ensnare even the Rashaska. She ordered me to take up my sword, and I... the pain. I can speak of this no more. Please, Tamit, abandon this ritual.
Oh, we have left the memories. Oh, Azura be praised.
I could not witness anymore. Talk to Crinzy, Tamit.
Back at the trading post, I thought Zerith's concern was misplaced, but now... Oh, I am glad he ended that last memory where he did. I feel shaken. Cold. Like we just saw the face of Namira herself. From what we saw, Ravith Morna was just as powerful then as she is now. But Moonsinger Talbira used a song to hold her in place. A song strong enough to hold the first Rajaska. If I could somehow learn that song. If we did, it would be nothing but dust now. Most Moonsinger songs were purged following the Riddle Thar epiphany. But there is a place in Rimmon Necropolis, the tomb of the Moonsingers. Perhaps we could speak with Talbira herself there. Zerith can invite forward the dead, yes? If he calls forth Moonsinger Talbira, she could share her song with me. A song that can hold fast even the first Rajaska. We have to do something to save the other Twilight Cantors. This could be it.
An interesting idea, Crimsy. Talbira rests in the crypts at Rimka. Here, Azura guides our path to those halls. Let us depart. My Moonclaw, it senses Daedra and unquiet undead. The tomb is much deeper in, to the east. We will carve a path for you, Crimsy.
Oh, all right. Azura guide you both.
The tomb of the moon. Use that potion! Was that necessary, Tamid? There is the door to the crypt. Now that it is safe, let us send for Kringsy.
No need. I am here.
You followed us, Zerith Auntie? I sense no ill will ahead. These remains are undisturbed. Thank Azura.